Welcome to the Game Awards 2023. Now, here's your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Game
Yo, Jeffrey, let's have a quick chat real quick, bud. 2023 was an amazing year for video games, and amazingly fucking terrible if you're a game developer.
But Adrian, the games industry makes over $350 billion a year. What do you think there were layoffs?
Oh, you stupid little doofus. Let me just tell you, have you ever heard of Rovio, 2K Publishing, Firaxis, Tiny Build, Codemasters, New World, Phoenix Labs, Embracer, Unity, Fish Labs, Embracer again, Amazon Games, Digital Extremes, Cryptic, Bungie, Embracer a third time, PlayStation Visual Arts, Naughty Dog, Frontier, Epic Games Bandcamp, Epic Games Mediatonic, Telltale, Embracer a fourth time, Ascended Studios, Volition, Striking Distance, CD Projekt Red, Neontech LA, Embracer a fifth time, Deviation, Ubisoft, Pixelopolis, they're gone. Unity, Meta, that's about 10,000 people. Riot Games, Microsoft, G4, and Jam City. The weird part is that I know I missed some other names. There's so many. I'm going to just leave a link to the list in the description just so if you want to look at it, but it's a lot. The reason I'm bringing this up is because it's something that needs to be mentioned since the Game Awards in its own right didn't mention it at all. And it was such a substantial part of what happened this last year, and it needs to be talked about again. So how were the actual awards? According to Raj Patel on Twitter, who did an amazing breakdown of the show, the total runtime of it was about 3.5 hours long, including the pre-show. And the total runtime of the acceptance speeches are just under 12 minutes. At the Game Award show. And then they sped run about 19 awards that ran about 5 minutes at the award show. But at least Hideo Kojima can talk for 8.5 to 9 minutes. It's not just Geoff Keighley trying to use it as an excuse to be like, hey, I know Hideo Kojima. Oh, Jordan Peele from the really good movie Keanu? Yeah, at least he got 9 minutes. He got as much as almost everyone talking. Good job, bud. Now, there was nothing wrong with Kojima and Jordan being able to talk for as long as they did. The biggest dilemma is the fact that everyone else that got to do an acceptance speech was cut off. It was the fact that there was 3.5 hours and hardly a game dev or even a winner had a chance to speak.
This is unreal. I just wanted to say, I know I don't have much time. I'll give it a shot. Thank you so very, very much for everybody that voted. Thank my incredible fellow actors and the nominees. Unbelievable talent. To be even considered amongst you is extraordinary, so thank you very much indeed. To Swen, to Larian, to all the writers, to Stephen Rooney, the writer of Astarion, I'm going to forget everybody. To Pitstop, who worked so hard, the directors, my fellow actors, 248 incredible actors that gave it heart and soul. To mi familia, gracias para todos, gracias, solete gracias, y Coco también. And to my agents, I will thank you later. I'm sorry, I'm going to wrap it up apparently. One thing I will say, please, if that's okay, the community has reached out to so many of us at Larian and said they were seen and they were represented by this game when they lost hope, they felt isolated, they felt alone, and this game brought them together and gave them something to push through to help them all. And to you, I want to say thank you so much for seeing us. I appreciate it. You're not alone in this. None of us are. Thank you.
Oh, and you're tripping if you think it's only just performance. Even when the big dogs start to come out and talk, like heads of studios and the main creative director and producers behind the studio strike to talk. Same thing.
Thank you so much. Alan Wake
このゲームを作ったすべてのスタッフを代表してこのような賞をいただき本当にありがとうございます。
I share this with the
I'm so
whole
glad to
narrative
be able to be
team,
here
the writers,
to accept this reward,
Clay,
this award on behalf
Tyler,
of everyone
Sinikka,
who worked together to
narrative
create this game.
designers who made the story into
我々開
gameplay,
発チームはこのゲー
Simone,
ムを
Ollie, the
ゼ
whole
ルダの伝
narrative
説の
team,
中で最も
directors
壮大な
working
冒
with
険になるよう
actors
に
on
一
scene,
生懸命作り込みました
Hannah, Rosie, Holly,
Everyone on the development team
all the
truly
wonderful actors here
gave their
tonight.
all
Some of
in
them, Melanie,
making this game the best that it could be.
Ilkka, Matt and David,
プレイヤーの皆さん
but the
それぞれ
whole-
の
the
ユニー
whole
クなゲームプレイ
cast,
が
wonderful
皆さん
actors,
独自のハイラ
and
ル
the
の物語
songmakers
となります
who made
プレイヤーの皆さん
custom
本当にあり
music,
がとうございます
custom songs to
Everyone's
extend
unique
the
approach to playing this
story.
game
Here
can
tonight
become
later,
their own personal
Ports of
story
Wallace, or Gods
as
of
an adventure
Asgard,
through the lands
all,
of Hyrule. And to all the
this
players,
road, every
you have my sincere thanks.
songmaker coming through
Thank you
Bright
so
Music for our chapter songs. Thank you. We wanted to push things further, to do something new, and it's always a risk. For you to embrace it and understand it means so much. I'll treasure this always. Thank you.
I don't see a good ending to this. As an award show, it's not just gonna make money. It's not gonna make money in its own right. It's going to need all the advertisements. That's what it is. It's an ad show. It's not an award show. It is a new version of the Summer Games Fest he created. That's all it is. It's just a walking fucking ad, and we're just part of the advertisement. That's all we are. So we're gonna probably have to do something else. Just make a new award show. Game Award 2. Electric Boogaloo. Or we can just go to the BAFTAs. Do something else. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Also, I gotta bring this up. I noticed on like Twitter and shit, like even other game devs are just stupidly fucking toxic for no reason. Like, everyone just looks for an excuse to harp on and beat the shit out of other developers when they know the political shit behind it. They understand how hard the industry is. Even, like, when Christopher Judge made a Call of Duty joke, which is fine. It's whatever. But other game devs being like, oh, you shouldn't get offended by that. You're fine. When they know they made everything in 8 months when they had to, just so Activision can look at Microsoft as like, yo, we can still make something half-assed and millions of people will still buy it. Like, why are you being an asshole to the people? Why are you punching down when you should punch up? That's a bitch move. I'm sorry, y'all are just fucking... Man, fuck all y'all. Don't need that. Okay, what if we just talk about the winners for a bit? Just change the pace, end it on a higher note, yeah?
The Game Award goes to Baldur's Gate 3. And the Game Award goes to Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3.
And the Game Award goes to...
What Larian was able to do with Baldur's Gate 3 is nothing short of a miracle, and it deserved everything it got. It won Game of the Year, it won everything, and it really, really does deserve it. Over the 6 years of development, countless hours of OT, it had to be an insane process. The amount of depth and situations you can throw your character in, all the romances, all the dialogue trees, the fact you can bone a bear, you can meet best girl Karlach, no debates, emo girl Shadowheart's up there too, it's nothing short of insane. And I hope everyone at Larian gets all the flowers they deserve, all the rest they deserve, and it's just mind-blowing over how much. Because I know there were stories of like Larian almost going under a couple times, and it's astounding that it was able to come out with such a great product. There were times where I played a lot of it. I got up to like 45-ish hours, but I couldn't finish the game because Act 3 was buggy, but the experience so far was nothing short of phenomenal. Congrats to everyone, and I know this game means a lot to people.
Let's rock. This is awesome. Vandalay Technologies isn't just coming from my arm. They're after all of us.
You know those games that are just downright fucking cool. Like, you have the main director of Evil Within 2, you have the designer from Devil May Cry, and you have a soundtrack done by Nine Inch Nails, and then you have like a really appealing art style with a rhythm game combat centered fucking vibe. That's what Hi-Fi Rush is. It's such a great time. I don't want to get into too much detail because I could probably splurge about it for a while, but it is one of the most fun I've had in a while, and it's short. Please play it. It's a really short. It's so good, and it's such a vibe. Just please play it, play it, play it, play it.
Future rock star.
There's something to be said when you task on iterating on something that is seen as perfection. It is an almost daunting task that not anyone could ever really do. And that's where Tears of the Kingdom honestly surprised a lot of people. A lot of people, quite frankly, I thought it would be very one note and way too similar to the original. It kind of did. But it's like returning to a place where it's like leaving home for 5 years and then coming back. That'd be the best way I could describe this. Everything is similar, but it's not the same. You grew up, you have new tools, you have all these new but familiar places to explore. But there's like a weird sense of hollow despair to it all. And that's the only thing I can describe Tears of the Kingdom with. Like, even gameplay mechanics aside, because everything you can do with the Sheikah powers is... It shouldn't work. I don't know how they did it, but they pulled off something no one was able to. It's like cleaned up AAA Gmod. I guess that's the best way to describe it, but the feeling I got while playing that game is just this deep, melancholic return to a place I never thought I'd be able to. And it's magical, and I love it.
Link.
Also, bro, you can build a fucking mech. That shit is cool. That's all the games I really want to talk about now. Obviously, there were other ones. Spider-Man 2 was amazing. Super Mario Wonder, I haven't played yet. I just need more time. And there's no other big winner that I... Here we go again.
Can't believe it, I'm still here. Everything seems the same, but it's so different now. Every time, it's just the same thing over and over. I just don't understand it. There's gotta be more to this.